Hello, my name is Vadim Michalenko and I'm an instructor at Milwaukee Area Technical College. I'd like to talk to you about the list of techniques to manage the stress and what you can do to improve your reactions to stress. One of the key things I found from my own experience is that you can prioritize goals and set realistic expectations. A lot of times what I found out is that our stress is the promises that we've made and unresolved commitments. Sometimes we made unrealistic promises, or we expect some unrealistic things from ourselves or from others, and that leads to stress. We tend to think that this is something that we can resolve, but we can't. And that might require reevaluation. From my experience, I try to reevaluate everything that I do, especially that's causing some concerns with me and makes me think about it a lot of times. And I'm asking myself, is this realistic or is it not? And that's a very good technique. It was very effective. One of the things I've heard from good instructors, they say, recognize and balance. And that kind of leads to the technique of where you can look at what are you trying to accomplish. Is this realistic? Is this effective? Or is this something where you maybe need to do something different? So that's number one, prioritize goals and set realistic expectations. Next technique I'd like to talk to you about is using the balanced diet. I mean, we all hear from the doctors that we have to eat healthy to maintain healthy lifestyle, right? Healthy thinking in a healthy body. But sometimes we tend to forget about it. It's so easy to eat food that may not be good for your body. But it's an important, and it results in a positive mindset. This technique of eating balanced diet, not overeating, and looking at what you eat is extremely helpful. A couple tools I can suggest to you. I use just simple observation. At the end of the day, I go back and I look at what I ate and I make a decision, is this something I'd like to continue eating for my next day? Or I would like to change something. It's very different for different people, but this is an important thing, and we have to realize that this is something that leads to the stress as well. If you, on top of unrealistic expectations, you maintain an unhealthy diet, that certainly contributes. So using balanced diet and monitoring what you're eating is extremely helpful and beneficial for your management of stress. Another interesting technique that I use myself is taking breaks and changing the environments. If you've done something for a long time, take a break. This certainly changes your mindset, releases some of the positive energies and makes you think about something else. And this is extremely helpful, helps you very much. If it's nice weather outside, or maybe it's not even nice, but you feel like you want to get out, or you don't feel like you want to get out, this might be a good time. So make sure you eat your lunch out of the office, make sure you communicate with colleagues. Make sure you just don't create this environment where you keep yourself locked and you just feel that there's no other option and you have to pass this wall. It's very important to take breaks, change environments, and making sure you're thinking about something else, and you change your surroundings. Our body is designed such a way that this is going to be very, very beneficial for you. Another thing that I found very useful and helpful is confronting the issues that are causing the stress. So what is this that's causing the stress? Is this your coworker? Is this your manager? Is this your teenage children that might be doing something that you don't want them to do? So looking at this reason for stress is extremely important, and understanding what you can do and what's outside of your control, kind of making a balance within yourself. Sometimes it's very difficult to admit something, but it starts there. You have to look at the issue, and you have to realize what it is that might be helping resolve it. And is this something you can change? Maybe this is something that you cannot change, and then you should take one path for that. Maybe it's a stock market crash, right? And I can tell you there's not much you can do to change that. So it's very important to confront the issues that's causing the stress, talk to others, set realistic expectations, and that's one of the good ways to deal with this. Another thing that I found helpful for myself and that I recommend for others is exercising in the fitness center regularly. This is one of the healthy eating, healthy body things that you'd like to adopt. And it's not just during the time of the stress you want to go and exercise, and when there's no stress, you want to stop and not do it. What I've heard recently is a very good saying, is that we don't own good health, we borrow it, and rent is due every day. So you have to develop a habit, and you have to maintain this habit, and this should be a priority for you. So just remember that we don't own a good health, we rent it, and we have to pay the rent, and everybody has to pay their own dues. So make sure you exercise in the fitness center regularly, or you can do it at home as well. The important point is that you dedicate the time and you spend time working on what's important for you. Another helpful tip I would give you is if you want to work as a volunteer and give back to the community. This helps you with a lot of different things. Helps you establish good, healthy relationships, helps you feel good because you're helping others, and it also helps you change the environment. If you used to just work home environment and you don't have options to meet new people, this is certainly a very exciting and excellent option to do. So make sure you give something back to the community, and make sure you volunteer or find other ways of giving back. And the last thing I'd like to mention is for you to broaden your interest with outside work projects or hobbies. So maybe you want to learn a new skill, maybe you want to repair something in the house that needed work, maybe you want to introduce a new hobby, or maybe you want to remember something that you used to do but didn't do recently because you have young children, because you have stress at work, or for whatever other reasons that causing stress. So doing something new, broaden your interest. Again, this contributes to changing the environments, and this contributes to something that would lead you to more exciting lives. This will help you out in your managing stress. So just to re-emphasize the things that we've talked about in terms of managing stress, what you want to do, you want to prioritize your goals and set realistic expectations. You would like to use a more balanced diet and monitor what you're eating. You would like to take breaks from work and change environments. My recommendation is you eat your lunch outside of your office, enjoy the nice weather. You want to make sure you confront the issues that are causing stress. You want to make sure that you exercise in the fitness center regularly, or you can exercise at home. The point is that you do something to manage your health. You also would like to make sure that you give something back to the community and volunteer for the events. And another technique might be to broaden your interests with outside work projects or hobbies. I hope you've enjoyed this video. My name is Vadim Michalenko, and I am MATC IT support instructor. If you did enjoy it, please visit us at matcitsupport.org to learn more about our programs and how we teach you soft skills techniques. Thank you very much.